Hello, this is Miss Deacon, and this is your Sunday video for creative analysis, though, as you'll see, I really am talking about the whole week. Your creative analysis assignment sets up the formal assignment, and there's only 2 assignments this week. So this is my entire lecture on how you can finish out this unit well. And I think that that is inevitable because I'm seeing such excellent writing from all of you around Lord of the Flies. Your ideas are fascinating, they're novel. One of the first reading assignments for the week that might be unexpected for you, but I hope is fun and interesting, is I do want you to go through and just read everybody's organization assignment from last week. You'll get ideas. It'll help you sharpen your own ideas. I think that it's the closest we come to a kind of Socratic Seminar in here. And you'll see what I'm seeing, which is just the depth and the breadth of what your peers have to offer when it's thinking about this difficult book. And I thought you might appreciate this next slide. Me seeing my daughter reading this book and like the horror of that immediately. And it got me thinking, when do you read this book? She's a child. It's about children. No, not now. When do you have enough distance from childhood to appreciate its darkness? And you can know more deeply that we are not simply innocent little creatures. But maybe that's something to argue in your essays. But anyway, don't worry, I'm not reading this to my daughter. And I am happy that we read it much later for all of you. I am so curious to see what your final thoughts are as you finish the book and present your final piece of work to me. So what is that? Well, administratively, this is our last week before fall break. So we're going to take next week off. Once you've submitted this big essay to me this week, you're done for a little while and you can enjoy that break. And it works beautifully because this is our first real untimed essay, one where you've had a lot of time to think about it. You've had some instruction from me, and you'll really get to see what you're capable of doing at this moment in the course. So we need to self-assess those essays, but you always want to take a break. So we'll set it aside for a full week. And then when you come back, one of the first things you'll do is read and self-assess the essay. Then we'll launch into our next novel, The Joy Luck Club, which will take us to Thanksgiving. So there's a lot of writing now in your BGDs, and it will only continue to grow. Administratively, I want to stop quickly and just show you a model of some fantastic organization from Caitlin. She has organized her work in such a professional and seamless way that I thought you all deserved to see it, and she's cool with that as well. So I'll go on over and show you that. Okay, so here's Caitlin's BGD, and to do this, you insert a table of contents. So I'll show you how she did it, but you can see just how easy it is to navigate. You can click on each week and go immediately to the work of that week. So how to do this, if you've never done it before, is you insert here your table of contents, which is all the way down at the bottom, and you can choose whether you want it to be hyperlinked, so you click on it, or if you want it to have those page numbers to the side. And each one populates naturally, which is really neat. So I'll go ahead and add in the last one, and you can see how that's done by scrolling all the way to the bottom. Okay, so Caitlin had actually already added it, but I'll show you how she did it. When it's time to write this, I'm just going to pretend. I'll type week of October 3rd, 2021, and then you go up to this button is the one that shows you what it actually looks like. You have to format it to be a heading, and that will help link it to the table of contents. Otherwise, the table of contents won't know. So we'll pick heading 1, apply it, and now when we go all the way back up to the top and we click in the table of contents space, you press this little refresh or linking button, update, and it will update to include that latest week. So Caitlin, thank you so much for letting me use this as a model, and everybody else, consider formatting it this way. I never instructed you on this because I never thought about it, but I know we're going to generate a lot of writing in here until the end of the semester when we'll start a new BGD, and it's nice to have something so streamlined. Okay, so this week, we have one major question this week, and it's here on this screen. This is a preview of your untimed essay question from 2005. So had you been taking that AP Lit exam, this would have been the last FRQ. One of the strongest human drives seems to be a desire for power. Write an essay in which you describe or discuss how a character in a novel struggles to free himself from the power of others or seeks to gain power over others. Be sure to demonstrate in your essay how the author uses this power struggle to enhance the meaning of the work. So for today's creative analysis assignment, we are going to do this work. We're just going to take it a little bit more informally. How does a character in Lord of the Flies struggle to free himself or herself from the power of others or seek to gain power over others? So it's the same question, but I want you to think about this as a more, again, informal space where you can brainstorm and begin kind of collecting your final idea. Whatever you pick for today for your creative analysis assignment, I want that to be the same that your essay is about. So the whole week is really devoted to developing the best essay you can. In your initial response, seek an answer you like. Seek something you can stick with. Find a quote to support it, of course, and then begin fleshing out your ideas on the page. This is your first draft, as it were, for that essay on Wednesday. And it's nice because if you get it done first, I can give you a little bit of feedback, and I'll be timely about that this week, knowing that the assignments are so linked. You may absolutely return to another idea that you've had that you like. I even recommend that for some of you because your organization assignment ideas seemed like they would just naturally flow into an essay idea. So in the end, you're going to write a 4 to 5 paragraph answer to this question in a formal way. You begin that work today for your creative analysis. And you can do it in the form of a general paragraph. It doesn't, does not have to be any form that I'm looking for in particular, just something that feels natural. So I'll show you my model real quick. Okay, so for me, who I love in this novel is Simon, and I'm interested in his legacy. So if I were to answer this question this week like you, I'd focus on Simon and Ralph and the way they interact. So my answer to this question about power, it really leads me immediately to power being in this seat of wisdom. When Simon is killed, the wisdom is gone. Does anyone else have that same power, that sense of inward sight, or the ability to see things for what they truly are? And I say Ralph. Wisdom doesn't come as naturally to Ralph. It comes through courage, which is where his power resides, comes through that bravery that he has to step up and face something that he doesn't want to. And it's not as strong as Simon's. He is a little bit more clouded in his thinking, but he is willing to face the truth. And it is breaking him, but he'll try. They are part of the gang that kills Simon. Indeed, everyone is part of the gang that kills Simon. And Ralph says that was murder to Piggy, who responds, "You stop it, we was scared." Piggy has such intelligence, but not the kind that allows for him to deeply probe and understand what's truly happening and driving them at the heart of things. He blames the murder on other factors. He's not willing to be humble. "I wasn't scared," said Ralph slowly. I don't know what I was. So you see the wisdom there, glimmering, burning at the edges. This is my initial response that I would want to flesh out into an essay. Okay, good luck. I'll post your grammar and craft assignment tonight as well. Not an assignment, your grammar and craft instruction tonight as well.